Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D! Let's go.
Right here on the Woodward Sports
Hump
Network.
Day.
Hump Day. That is right. Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5. Hey, look. Big top 5 day today.
Surprised we haven't done this yet.
Top 5 fruit. All right? Your top 5 fruit, everybody.
We did the fruit draft.
We did a fruit draft. We have never done top 5 fruit. So if you're a loyal viewer of the show, you have some insight as to what it might be. Top 5 fruit, as a matter of fact. I'm Neil Rule. That's Darren McCarty. KG is in the building. What up? What's really good, KG?
Hey, what's really good is the Pistons about to beat that Pacer ass tonight.
Big game.
Yeah, I'm sick of they chirping, man. We got to get them back.
We got to get him back. Spencer Raxter's back.
Hello.
Spenny, back in the fold. How's things, man?
It's good. Some car trouble, but
Did they figure out what it was?
yeah, it was like one of the hoses was getting moisture in it, so they.
One of your hoes?
One of my
Yeah, one of
hoses.
your
Lets you
It's
down?
too wet, D-man.
You know what?
I'm
Gotta
sorry
deal
I
with that.
asked. I'm sorry
He
I
has
asked.
hose problems,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on. Welcome back, Sven.
Chase here in the building as well. Chase Lounge, what's going on, man? You good? All right, gave me the thumbs up, so there you go. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel and jump in there. Get your thoughts out there. DNC ENT, Neil, Anthony Davis, man, 21 points, 12 rebounds in a quarter one day. Out for a week, literally the next day.
Yes.
I know.
No. That's not the breaking news. The fact you brought up Anthony Davis, how about what you just told me before? And I thought when you guys were talking, because I overheard you say it, that's how many games he played last night.
No.
But no.
No,
Will you
this
let
is
the people
even
know?
more stunning. Yeah, and DNC ENT, that's a perfect segue.
It was.
Thank you for that. Because last night, history was made. I don't know if you know this. Joel Embiid, the man who, in broad daylight, stole Nikola Jokic's MVP
He
award.
did. The process.
Like Ocean's 11. Joel Embiid last night missed his 400th game for the 76ers.
That's 5 seasons.
400?
400th game for the 76ers.
No,
Betty,
that
that's
can't be
5
right.
seasons.
That's pretty crazy.
That can't be right.
He's
400?
been, here you go, listen. He's been active for 446 games in 10 and a half years. He's brought home $266 million during that span. He has 4 years, $248 million remaining on his guaranteed contract.
Trust the process, man. God.
He was right. You guys were wrong.
Yeah.
He trusted the process,
Neil
D-Mac.
Rule's bag man of the month,
Yeah,
for sure.
real.
For sure.
Maybe all time.
He's the greatest thief in the history of the world.
I don't know. Ben Simmons might have something to say about that.
No. He's the greatest thief in the hit. Because by the time it's
Ben
all
Simmons
said,
actually got on the floor, right?
Yeah, that's true. Not a lot.
like
but
he's playing.
yeah.
But with that being said, Joel Embiid is going to make over $500 million, and he's missed 400 games. He's guaranteed $500 million
That's nuts, bro.
And stolen MVP.
and a stolen MVP award. Yeah, he stole an MVP, and then he stole
That
$500
blows
million.
me away. 5 seasons.
It's just like if you the Sixers, how much longer do you give into the process? Like this,
Oh,
to me,
you're
that should have been
cooked.
done
You're
a couple
done.
years ago.
Yeah.
No, but he was another one, though. When I was telling the world about Nikola Jokic, when I was trying to let everybody know, he's no Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic shows up for every game looking like he's been through a war.
And he don't even care about basketball. That's the crazy part. He can give 2 shits about basketball.
It's just a job.
Yeah.
It's just a job. So there it was. Shad 216, part-timer, Embiid. 446 games, 400 games missed. LOL. Adis 411. Kawhi Leonard's more of a stealer. No way.
No.
Yeah.
No way. Is he the greatest thief in the history of
Kawhi Leonard
sports?
won a Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
And,
Kawhi
and
established.
championships.
No.
Yeah.
He's
got
he's
multiple
selective.
championships.
Yeah.
He's a
Kawhi
se-
Leonard's selective.
Yeah.
He's a burglar.
Yeah.
He's not a thief.
Right.
He's a burglar.
Embiid's grand larceny, Kawhi's petty theft.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely.
Kawhi beat Embiid.
He did.
At the buzzer, right in his face.
This shot.
Yeah.
This shot, man.
Jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread. You can use the Woodward Sports Super Chat as well if you want to skip the line like Randall Smalls. The Lions could have some questions to answer, like trade Anzo,
What?
keep Barnes, trade Monte, replace and draft.
What the what?
Raymond could get a lot from the Bears. What say you? Oh, yeah, it's my birthday. I'm 58 today. Happy birthday.
Randall. But that's fucking ridiculous. We're not trading Anzo or Monty. Whose questions are those?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's your 58th birthday, so we'll let it slide.
Yeah, all right. Happy birthday, brother. But
Yeah. But there is some Lion stuff to get to today. There certainly is. There's also some stuff. And KG, we got to have a talk, man.
Uh-oh. Which team are we referring to here?
You know.
I guess.
It's trending on Twitter, dude.
It is.
Like, you can tell me it doesn't matter.
I'm so sick of this.
Is that the
ahead.
one?
What is
That's
it?
fine.
Your school's in the news again, man.
Leave us alone.
What
I'm just-
happened?
You didn't hear the latest deal?
No.
Michigan told the NCAA that they're going to, quote, defend themselves against the allegations.
Oh.
They don't dispute that there are violations. So there's two different caveats to this. Number one, they don't dispute that there's violations. They say that they're not level 1s, they're level 2s. That's Michigan's claim. They don't dispute. Mm-hmm. They don't dispute that, but they're going to defend themselves, saying that they are lesser. Number two, the whole like Ryan Day's brother PI thing, by the way.
Yeah.
This whole thing started, there was a whistleblower within the Michigan program that didn't like what was going on.
Oh, we got a snitch in the campus.
Snitch in the camp.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, whoever, like, listen, I hate Michigan.
Oh.
Probably more than the next guy. I hate Michigan.
Hey, the mic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, we got
You're
you.
good
Yeah.
now? All right, I hate Michigan probably more than the next guy. That's pussy shit.
Yeah,
like,
it
you're
is.
gonna snitch. We're winning. We're cheating. You're gonna snitch. Come on, man.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm not here to assess that. It happened.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, like, I want to ask the question. Steve Wilds, Neil, you're so smart. Wow, we worship you. You do, Steve. You show up every day, just like confession. So maybe you do.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Tammy Chin, well, why does Michigan always want to be in the spotlight? Can we just move forward? Nobody cares. Somebody cares, dude. Like,
I
KG.
think the NCAA still cares because they still trying to nail us for that shit. It's been almost 2 years.
Well, no, but see, like, it's out, like, you guys admit there were violations.
Yeah.
You're admitting it.
We're moving past this shit. Yes.
Well, you don't
clearly-
just, that's it. You don't just get to move past it.
Yes. Why not? After 2 years, we have a new national champion in every.
So my
Like, come on
question
now.
is this something that's settled out of court?
I would think if it was going to be, I think they probably tried that, and that's what's been going on.
So
And
how
then
long-
Michigan was like,
how long
we're going to
does
go.
this drag out?
I don't
Do
know.
you really
Year,
think
2
it's
years?
Michigan holding? If I'm Michigan, why would I want to continue to deal with this shit? Like, I get the level 2 to level 1, I get that, but besides that, why would we want to be in this spotlight for something that happened?
That's
2
a
years
question
ago?
you guys have to answer. Like, why do you want to continue to go through this?
I don't think we do. I think it's more the NCAA than Michigan. They're just defending themselves. But that's just my opinion as a fan.
Day Juice, Neil's just following orders. No one cares, Neil. Somebody does. Like, millions of people have clicked on the story and read it, dude. So, this is my point, KG. This is my point.
I get it, but the running joke, yes, we all know, okay, the counter stallion shit. We all know it was some shady business going down. However, that did not, interfere with any games en route to Michigan winning the national championship. So, like, we should be over this by now. We really should.
No doubt.
I hear like, so KG, what you're saying is that the NCAA won't drop this. So Michigan's saying, hey, we're not accepting
multiple level one violations.
We're going to choose court of law and defend ourselves because we will admit, like we've said to the NCAA, if you want to give us sanctions, do it as a violation 2.
Right.
They say no, it's a 1. We say, well, then we're going to defend ourselves. I
not
don't
mad at
think that if that's the case of how it plays out, well, that's not Michigan dragging themselves into the spotlight. That's the NCAA. If that's the way the way it goes
This
down,
two-
which
two-year
I'm interpreting it
investigation.
as.
Like, how long y'all?
Well,
need
that,
to
I mean, that's
investigate?
usually the timetable, though.
Yeah,
that this stuff takes.
But if you had something, we would have known by now, or had something more than what we already know, then it would have been news already.
well, it was news.
Yeah, but I'm saying we all know.
See, like,
we know
Spenny, like,
the
you see where I'm
story.
coming from here? Like, there is news. There was
Yes.
news of how this all originated.
No, nobody's
It was
denying
from the
that.
Michigan program.
But if they had anything
it wasn't
more
Ryan
severe,
Day's brother, who's a PI.
True, but
Which was your guys' rallying point.
But if it was a mole in the camp, that's different. But overall, yes, if there was anything more damning against Michigan, we would have known by now.
Hey, I didn't do this. You guys did.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. You witch hunt Neil. I got you, man.
I don't know.
I don't know
man.
what you
Neil
want from
Salem?
me.
What? Neil Salem.
Neil
Yeah.
Salem?
Right. I don't know what you want from me, man.
Yeah. Woodward Sports chat. Joseph Glenn. Is it engagement? Is it engagement bait? Not a Michigan fan. No, Joseph. It's literally in the news.
That's fine.
I didn't bring this up.
Hit my line when they try to take our rings away. Then I might actually care.
Woodward Sports chat thread. And there is that too. Phil's right. Neil has a #1 show at WSN. He knows right. Thank you, Phil. But no, it's. I saw the confetti drop, Neil. I saw it happen. No doubt. I don't
what we
disagree.
talking
I don't
about
disagree
here?
with you.
Then
But
it's over with.
the reason I brought it up was A, because it was news, but B, early this morning when I was taking the kids to school, I was listening to the flagship.
Right.
And the Michigan guy on the flagship
Yeah.
was talking about the fact like there's like a black cloud that never goes away. And
So is that on Michigan? We don't want that.
no.
black cloud over.
I mean, he's a Michigan guy,
Yeah,
right?
the commentator,
Like,
yes.
Yeah, he's a Michigan guy. Played for Michigan. Won a
you're talking
half a
about
national
Jansen.
title
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
Michigan. So, like, with that being said, though, KG, like, even in his voice when he talks about it, like, and he even said as much. The quote was something along the lines of, "There's forever a black cloud over this."
He can feel that way if he feels that way. We all know he's Michigan man through and
Through and through, right.
He's kind of like the older school mentality of Michigan. If he feels that way, that's fine. But there is nothing that they can put out at this point that would strip Michigan of the championship or should put their championship in question. So as a fan, I'm
But it
done.
could impact their chances to play for a championship again, because that's
Maybe.
the issue. Because the
Maybe.
postseason bans,
But
that's what they're wanting
and
to
they'll
fight.
figure out the level 1 or level 2, and maybe it will. But as of right now, they still don't really have more than what we already know. So it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. We got to get past it as a school.
But I guess my question, KG, is for real. Like, my question is, this is no BS, man.
Okay.
The question is, like, and I can tell, how long can you guys just say nothing happened?
Well, I'm not saying that, but
So we're to acceptance now.
yeah, I would think so. I would think
Okay.
so. I think the majority of the fan base.
Well,
feels
I
the
mean,
same.
look in here. They're like, why are you talking about it?
Well, true, but
KG, can we admit that it's newsworthy?
yes,
Okay.
I can admit that. Yes,
I like to run things by you because you're here.
I appreciate.
DMAC, is that fair? I like to
Fair
run
enough,
things by him because
exactly.
he's fair,
Fair.
because he's here. So that's it. Mike G. Neil, can we break down U of M over Washington next? Well, if it's national news, then I'll discuss it. But they lost to Washington, didn't they?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay.
LSU spanked Minnesota yesterday.
They did. But they're undefeated in Big Ten play, right?
13-0, or well, not 13, 8-0 in the Big Ten, 13 wins in a row.
Yeah. It's a pretty good run for them.
Got a
Izzo
tough
changing his ways.
schedule coming up though. Got to play Purdue, got to play Michigan twice.
Looking
Yes.
forward to those MSU games.
And Cody Engle, yes, that is correct, Cody.
we
Because they
play
were talking
defense
about
like
it
we
too.
do.
Why do people hype up Connor Stallions? That was kind of their question on the flagship. And I see our topics pop up on the flagship from time to time, so I'll reciprocate.
Yeah.
and say, why do they, KG? Is he still a hero to you?
Yes.
Why?
Because he came in and he did what he needed to do. Point blank, period.
Okay.
Whatever that shit was is what it is. But
See, and Neil, you should respect that out of KG because.
But everyone does it, so what do you mean?
What did you always say? You always said until Michigan got into the waters that the Alabamas and Georgias and everybody else did, and then this not fall into that category of willing to do whatever it takes. So the respect to it. Plus, you already said that the university came out and said we do have violations, but they're not as extreme as you tell it. So that is they've admitted it. So if your university admitted it, then you can admit it also.
Right.
It's not as egregious as what the NCAA makes it out to be.
And here's Chuck Brewer. See, and this is my other question about it.
Okay.
Chuck Brewer says, did Connor help us beat Ohio State and Bama this year? Did he help you beat Illinois and Indiana? Did he help you lose by 50 to Texas? Did he help you go? Did he help you go 7-5 and be Auburn?
No, he did not.
You see, like this year happened, right? Like I didn't imagine it or dream it.
It absolutely happened. Neil.
That's all I wanted to know too.
85, by the way, but I get you.
Well.
Yeah, well, you got to count it. I understand,
well,
Mr. Auburn.
Okay,
I know the
hey,
same schedule as Auburn. I know.
Facts.
All right, Auburn won their bowl too and went 8-5.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we're 1 year in now.
Yeah, we are.
And you guys are Auburn.
Not yet.
No, you're literally Auburn.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
by your definition,
this
we
year,
are.
After this year, if they do it again, Kenny, 2 years in a row. Last year, we had this conversation where they get it. Now it's business.
Yeah.
Back to business.
Once again, if they failed this season, I'll give it to you.
Then they're on.
No, but can you admit that they were literally Auburn this year?
Okay, yes, identical records, Neil. God damn. Yes, Neil. Damn, you were right, Neil.
Way to pick your
Why am I
nose.
the bad guy?
Is that what you
Jump
want to hear
off.
from me? You were right.
Why am I the bad guy? Why is it me?
Just working.
I didn't go 8-5.
Once again,
Michigan and Auburn did after they won national title.
It's the tone, Neil.
It's the tone. No,
yes.
no. When is it you, KG?
It's
when
never
is it you?
me. It's always you.
Oh, okay,
It's
got
always
it. Got
you.
it. Ryan's reaction in the super chat:
God.
clouds dissipate over time, but do they? Because here we are again.
Bro, we're not gonna be thinking about this shit in another year and a year and a half from now. So it is what
Okay.
it is. It is what it is. It'll get resolved. They'll probably get it back down to level 1. We move on. 2023, still there.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
All right.
Hit me up.
But why are you guys mad at
me? When
me?
they are going to strip us of our championship, hit me up then. Maybe I'll care.
Okay.
Why, as a fan, why should I? If you were a fan, why would you care?
I wouldn't care.
Thank you.
But I also wouldn't have been like, we didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
Everybody does it. Ryan Day's brother's private investigation firm made this happen.
Well, if it was a mole,
Like,
in the camp,
I would live in reality about
If
it.
there was a mole in the camp, then I will change that argument. But until proven otherwise, I don't
Well,
trust Ryan Day.
that
I
part
don't.
just came
So,
out.
Then that's fine. So I have the
Well,
right
you just
to
said until that part comes out, KG, it's literally out.
Okay.
Well, that's
so
fine.
I changed my opinion.
Okay. Sabbath Coffee.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters, delicious locally roasted specialty coffee dropped off right at your doorstep. Make sure you subscribe at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order. Support local companies. Support Michigan businesses. SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Neil Rule here for Woodward Merch. Shop.woodwardsports.com. All new Detroit sports wearables. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's Woodward Sports golf line as well. Eventually, it'll be warm. That day is not today, and it won't be tomorrow, and it won't be the next day. But eventually, it will be warm. Shop.woodwardsports.com. All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule. Darren McCarty here in the house, KG, Spencer Racksta, and of course Chase as well. Steve O'Baby. Neil, Michigan fans are speaking on emotions. You're speaking on logic. I know. I don't get it either.
Am I speaking on emotion?
Real cream of wheat. Neil, are you going to pay $500 to talk to Ermanni about this face-to-face? No, I'm not. I'll be happy to sit down. I'll talk to anybody about it.
That's a good one.
I'll talk to anybody about it. Discipler, Neil, when are you going to talk about Campy's one-game suspension? Yeah, we can talk about that, by the way. Tomorrow, Oakland, Green Bay. I'll be in the call for ESPN Plus, by the way.
Shout out.
Greg Campy will not be coaching because he's suspended for
What
what
Campy
happened at the end of the Robert Morris game on Saturday. One of the most egregious calls I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and Campy lost it, of course.
Campy
He
like
can't go out on the court after the game's over. Like that's what he got suspended for.
well, it was the manner in which he did it. It was aggressive.
Right in his face, whatever. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: he got suspended. But what happened to the ref?
The referee has been removed from Horizon League
from the
and,
league, so
and
don't
Big Ten
mess around.
duties.
This is, you know what? Absolutely, coach. This is the one you take it because it's effective, and obviously, if it's egregious, but it's carried on. This obviously wasn't a one-off from this ref, but that respect to coach because that's not like he's a fiery guy, but right and wrong. Obviously, kudos to the league for understanding the Horizon League for understanding the temperature, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
that's it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a good friend of mine told me that official tonight is reffing actually Wheeling University Division II in West Virginia tonight.
Downfall.
As a matter of fact, so
downfall.
that's what happened.
If you get Campy to almost Juwan Howard, someone, then
Yeah, it was obviously short of that.
Yeah.
It was short of that. I want that out
you
there.
always gotta
Fine
bring it
Michigan
back to
man, by the
Michigan.
way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oakland guys
Most
don't
definitely.
act like Michigan
Yeah.
guys. Come on.
Right.
Juwan, yay, great Michigan man.
Oh, absolutely.
3-17
He just
in the
wasn't a
Big
good
Ten.
coach. He just was not a good coach. That's all.
Not a good coach.
3-17. Tuggernauts. Neil is a delusional MSU fan.
It's not an MSU.
No, he's not an MSU fan, but
Woodward Sports chat thread. Tuggernauts. MSU went 5-7, buddy. I don't care. Michigan State's not the topic of discussion. We know Michigan State's not being accused of cheating.
No.
You're not cheating to go 5-7.
I wish they were being accused of cheating.
Right. No, absolutely.
I wish they were being accused of something for how shit they've been.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, we have to have this discussion, and I think we're too far into the segment. So I'm going to pivot on you, Chuck Brewer. He earned his suspension then, but it was warranted at the time. Both things can be true.
Yep.
Yes. That was one of those things, I think, and D-Mac, you laid it out nicely because you've been in professional sports. You understand how the real world works. The Horizon League kind of has to do that to Campy
oh,
Oh
absolutely.
no, yeah.
to get rid of the official.
100 million. Well, 100 million% is like we have to suspend you. You can't act like that, coach. But we see what you're upset about.
Yeah.
So your actions, right? You get a penalty, right? Just because you're sticking up for your guys. But we see what the problem was. We'll rectify it and whatever. And as an athlete, as a coach, that's all it is, right and wrong.
No, Campy is the Horizon League. So, yeah, they got to err on the side of Campy. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
too, he's been there forever. And so I would
That's what I
expect
mean, yeah.
that because he's not going to go out there and push it and lose it if it's not that egregious.
Right.
And as I asked Neil, was this? It had to be more of what was said and more of attitude coming from this referee. This wasn't.
He was brutal all game.
Yeah, brutal all
Brutal
game. And this,
all game.
And I bet you if you dig back, this ain't the first complaint and the first issue that the Horizon had with it. But the fact
I'll give
is,
the Horizon League credit because they did something that you don't see done.
100%.
Yeah.
They're like, all right,
100%.
we're done with this guy. Like that was it. So I give the league 100% credit.
And that's
Job
why
opening,
you
I
as
was
a
there.
coach or player.
What's that, Spenny?
If the Horizon League has a job opening, I could fill those roles.
Okay, Spitty on the sidelines.
Sir.
Let's see.
Up and down,
Yeah,
up
I
and
could
down.
do that.
And
Certified referee?
No,
Oh.
I did it. I reffed some IM games.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bring it under advisement.
Yeah, put in a
I'll
good-
let him
put in
know.
a good word for me.
Yeah. In the chat, Coach Smitty will get that win tomorrow. We good. Jeff Smith, the associate head coach, will be the coach. Skydog 722, Mike G. Not to mention Neil is a Mike Valenti disciple. Hey, look,
I mean, the way you hate on Michigan.
Skydog. Like, look,
Where's
man.
the flag?
I'll reiterate it. I just tell you what. Here's where I get off the highway on that stuff. Am I here to entertain you? Yes, I'm here to entertain you. That is the job. But I have never not told you something into this microphone that I don't truly believe because I can't keep track of how I'm supposed to feel. I'm too lazy. All right? So I just tell you how I feel. And the way I feel today is how I feel tomorrow. It's how I'll feel the next day. And then that way I don't have to go back and think, man, what did I say about this 2 weeks ago? Like some people in this business. Is that fair?
That's fair.
That seems fair to me. All right, let's do this, and let's cut to the break early because this topic is going to get into it a little bit, and it's Lions based, and I have a feeling about that what I'm going to say is not going to be popular, and I'll be accused of being a Valenti disciple again. I'm sure.
Wouldn't be the first time, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, let's do it. Let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Was just there a little bit ago. As a matter of fact, getting my work in because I love Planet Fitness. It's the best gym in the gym game. It's $24.99 a month, black card option. You get access to all the Planet Fitness spa, everything that's in there. All the Planet Fitnesses in the world, over 2,600 of them. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit as well. They're in double digits in Grand Rapids area. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. Tons of weights, tons of cardio equipment, the 30-minute circuit, stretch stations as well. Guys, it's got everything you need in there. Why are you paying $80 or $90 a month for a gym membership? Why? I don't get it either. The weights weigh the same. Go to Planet Fitness. I'll never be a member at another gym. I just won't. Go to planetfitness.com. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy.
Tequila is the official tequila of the Detroit Lions. Get the Lions theme bottle there. You can see it. You can get it in stores near you today. 1800 Tequila, the smoothest taste of tequila. And as always, please drink responsibly.
All right, keeping it pushing. In the chat, Anthony Galena can't be certainly the Horizon League. No doubt. Even KG says that one. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty back here with you. We have KG, we have Spencer Raxter. Chase is in the building as well. Just cleaning up that Michigan discussion. JTSSRX, calling Michigan Auburn after they lost most of their coaches and 20 players to the NFL is a clown move. 4. According to NFL.com, some little website, NFL.com, there will be 4 Michigan players taken in the top 18 of the draft.
Yeah.
This year, where you went 7-5 with it.
And
7-5 with 4 of the top 18 picks in the draft. That's a clown move.
We're talking about a tight end and 2 defensive linemen. That's it.
That's a clown move. And I missed the time. Yeah, like Auburn, when they lost, Cam Newton, Nick Fairley. Come on, man.
You got it, Neil.
I know Michigan's the only program that won a championship and lost a bunch of guys to the NFL.
We're not saying that.
No, that's exactly what this guy just said. He literally said that.
But even in the face of that, you still won 8 games. I understand it wasn't the expectation, but you still almost won 9 games in a season, even with all the bullshit.
Cool wins over Fresno at home.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine, Neil. We'll take them as they come.
Well, that's what happened, dude.
Yeah, hopefully it'll look
4
better
of the
this
top
year.
18 picks, 7-5 is acceptable. With 4 of the top 18 picks in the NFL.
Once again, I'm not tripping. It was a transition year.
What are we talking about here? Seriously.
Thank you.
I'm just talking what the people brought up, dude.
But what are we talking about, right? Like, we've had this conversation. It was a transition year with the cupboard that Jim Harbaugh left them and whatever else. It was always like a 2-year. Their talent obviously didn't produce the record, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Michigan produces NFL players.
Yeah.
How many of these first-rounders are going to play? How many of the ones last year played? How many are effective do we see around the league? I mean, that's, maybe they can't win national championships and put it all together at the college level, but they produce pros.
Yeah.
Like you said, other ones. So, I mean, it was always going to be there the way Harbaugh left them empty, right? Like, he did.
But D-Man, that's where I get off the highway, man. You got 4 of the top 18 picks in the NFL draft.
I understand
Once
that, but
again,
that doesn't
a tight
mean you
end,
win.
2 defensive
Talent
tackles.
doesn't mean it's so. Sharon Moore, the first year, you gotta. It takes time and development, and yes, you can have the talent, but that doesn't mean that you figured out a way to coach them and get the best out of them, whatever else. If we're going by Michigan, I saw them get better as the season went on or whatever else, but they weren't the Michigan team, right? Like talent-wise to whatever. So they're like that doesn't. A lot of times it doesn't correlate. How many times we see guys win national championships, at least in the past, that never played, like especially quarterbacks or Heisman winners and stuff like this. So it's like a different conversation. I'm with Kenny, whereas this year they got a pass. And next year, if they don't improve and get back to the top and be that team,
then we got some questions.
They're Auburn. I mean, I don't know what I don't understand what we're talking about. And then there's other issues and stuff like this. But it was always going to be that way with the way Harbaugh left it. I felt. Yeah. And I'm Canadian. I'm a fan of all Michigan teams.
All right. Speaking of coaching, by the way. Chuck Brewer, Neil, how many quarterback rooms in the country were worse than Michigan's? I can't name one.
They had a pretty bad QB room.
Well, who's responsible for that?
I don't know why you looking like that. But
who's responsible for that?
Michigan is. But at the same time, when you take a job in fucking January,
who's responsible for that? Michigan
is around the corner. Like, what options did Sharon have once he actually got the job?
Okay. Woodward Sports chat thread. Yes, I remember when everyone's saying it's a transition year before the Texas game. I remember that too. That was a lot of fun. All right, speaking of coaching, we have to ask the question now because the dust is settling for the Lions situation with the coaching deal and everything that's going on. And they've named their new coordinators, so this is it. This is what it's going to be going forward. They're probably going to be more attrition, by the way. Tanner Eckstrand's probably gone. From what it sounds like, he's going to become an offensive coordinator, probably for the Jets. That's what they're saying. So, D-Mac, the question has to be asked. It has to be. Do you expect the Lions to regress due to the coaching turnover? Bottom line question.
Because of the coaching? No.
Because of coaching turnover?
No. I think that with the talent they're going to get back on defense and the fact that Calvin Shepard's been here and they know whatever, there may be tweaks and adjustment, but strictly being healthy on defense will make you that much better. And offense, no, I don't. Like regression in record, because 15-2 is unrealistic the way it is, but they're a 12, 13-win team to whatever. I don't think that they'll regress as far as being a 30-point game team, and I think they'll improve on defense as long as they're healthy. To me, it's apparent, it's availability. So if they're healthier and they have their guys, they will produce. Where is it more imperative that we need that? On defense. So I think that you're in, year 5 now of this regime? It's got to be cooking now. So it's got to be plug and play. So will it look different? Yeah. How can it not look different? But there'll be some sort of the same. But what will be the same is the mentality and the effort and, the pace of play and the speed and everything that they play at. So, there'll be adjustments. But I don't, regression, no. I think that this is whatever moves they make help them get better. And it's about guys coming in and tweaking. I trust Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes and whoever that they put in charge, and I trust these players. We know these guys. Now you got Gibbs another year experience, Kirby Joseph another year experience, Branch, all these guys, plus who we're going to add in the draft, plus, the decisions that Brad Holmes is going to make in free agency. I'm good over here, bro.
See, here's the deal, though, D-Mac, and I don't hear anybody bringing it up. The Eagles literally went through this 2 years ago, right? When they were in the run, they were in the mix. They lost both the coordinators, and it did have an effect. It did, and I guess this question, when it all boils down to, is what's your definition of regress? And you said it, because I'm with you on that. 15, they're not going 15-2 next year.
Most
no
likely,
chance.
yes.
No chance they're going 15-2 next year. DNC, ENT. Using Neil's logic, Lions win the Super Bowl next year, or were the Bengals? No, DNC, ENT. If the Lions miss the playoffs on a fourth-place schedule with the greatest quarterback I've ever heard of in my life, but again they missed the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons, then yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that they're the Bengals in DNC, ENT. The facts matter, bro. Facts matter. But anyway, getting back to it, there is going to be some regression. There'll be regression record-wise. I think that there'll be, because I don't think that both of these coordinators are just going to walk in here and the offense is going to be the 5th best offense of all time, or whatever that number ended up being, or they're going to be the 1st best offense in the league. No, I don't expect that. Part of that is because of competition that they'll be playing. And look, I'll be consistent with it, where you look at the Lions' schedule, and we do this every single year. When we look at the schedule on paper, there's 4 games that we think are going to be hard as hell that the teams are going to end up not being good, because that happens every year. On the flip side of that coin, there'll probably be 2 games on that schedule that we go, wow, those guys suck. Those are auto wins, and they're going to roll in, and they're going to be better than we all thought. It's the nature of this league. It's how it's designed. It's how it's constructed. So with that being said, D-Mac, yeah, there's going to be regression. And I think for as tough as it was, and KG, remember when I said we got to check back in with the Goff thing, and I know it's there. I can smell it in the air. I know it's still there.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do that, but with Lions fandom next year, because there are going to be moments of questions.
Yeah.
Again, next year. There's going to be moments of questions. They may even lose 2 games in a row at some point next year.
God, what?
They don't do that.
I mean,
See, isn't it until we see?
yeah, 2 years.
Like, do you not have to
suggest.
give these guys the benefit of the doubt until we see?
No doubt. But I'm just saying, like, what history has shown.
Yeah.
The vibes in the, the vibes.
Yeah.
The schedule. It's just everything else, like life, man. Everything's a cocktail. It's not a shot. Mm-hmm. There's ingredients to it all, man. There's ice and bitters and simple syrup and cherry. Like,
I know caveats, right?
Right, exactly. No,
Funny story about
exactly. Here we go. Attila, Neil's a closet Packers fan.
What?
Anybody want to tell her?
Yeah, nah. No way.
Nah, no doubt. Dave says schedule alone is a reason for regression, not playing ish teams this year.
Yeah.
And, like, look, Super Bowl Cartier, Lions won't regress. We'll actually win when we make the playoffs. And Super Bowl, like, Sean did a great job of this on Monday. D-Mac and I are going to take the stick, and we're going to start our leg of the race too. And Sean laid it out there, and it's something he and I talked about towards the end of last season even. And we didn't bring it up a lot because it was kind of like a downer for the party.
Yeah.
But the facts of the matter are this, D-Mac, where we are in that space now where it doesn't matter how you get in. No one in the world remembers the Chiefs were 11-6 last year. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine if we went 11-6 this year? How would it have been received?
Yeah, a little. People would have been a little upset.
Well, it's also, too, the way you've done it, right? So, like a lot of people in the chat, I don't want to go 15-2. It didn't work this year. I don't want home field advantage. It didn't work.
Now, that's...
I understand. Yeah. It's ridiculous too. You're still fighting for it, and that's what's on the schedule. But you realize the imperativeness. All it is get me to the dance, and get me to the dance healthy. Because obviously, not healthy with the 1 seed is worse than being healthy without. As we're seeing, like look at the way like Kansas City figured it out as they've gone along. And this Kansas City team, I was saying this, eyeball test is the best Kansas City team going to the Super Bowl that I like in all facets of their game. They get it done. You know what I'm saying? So they seem to have obviously holding the crown, but the way that they figured it out, and they went 11-6 and had to do it on the road and do everything like that too. So it can be done
against big bad Josh Allen.
It can be done,
and they did it. Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there. Get your thoughts out there. Spirit of Detroit podcast. Neil Rule trying to make sense after 4 weeks of dummy talk. Oh, I know, Spirit of Detroit. It was so crazy to think that they would win as a double-digit favorite.
I know, right?
And a team that got murdered the next week by Philadelphia. It was so egregious of me that I thought that they were going to win as a 9.5-point favorite. And that I didn't think they would turn the ball over 5 times. How am I here? How am I employed, Spirit of Detroit?
For real.
How? I keep looking. I'm waiting for HR, D-Mac.
I'm right
It's
here.
been a good run.
I'm right here, but you're fine.
It's been a good run. I'll see everybody later.
Yeah.
Neil Rule's the biggest idiot ever because he thought that they were going to win as a 9.5-point favorite against the Commanders
You
and
in
not turn it
Vegas,
over
bunch
5
of
times.
dummies.
And the team that the Lions were better than throughout the course of the season, who didn't turn the ball over 5 times, scored 100 points against them and beat them by 1,000.
Well, I said to you when we were watching the game, I said, this is the Washington team against Philly that I expected against Detroit, not Detroit being Washington, right? Exactly. You don't play your best game in the biggest moment, right? Washington was flawless. So, I mean, you did it to yourself. And I think that going in again, right, 2 years in a row, because we were saying this thing coming off of the loss to San Francisco in the NFC Championship the year before, that's 2 years in a row that you did it to yourself.
Bingo. So that's what it is. So, again, get your thoughts out there. Woodward Sports chat thread. WZD313 this year hurt more than the San Francisco game.
I agree.
I'm telling you, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I understand we were halfway from the Super Bowl, but this year was
With
like
a 17-point lead, man.
yeah. Everybody knew what the mission was this year, and to their credit, they accomplished every single fucking thing they wanted to do.
You had
And we were in a
expectations.
perfect position to have an easy path to the Super Bowl, and they dropped the ball, bro. This hurts more to me.
Michael Daniel, great show, guys, so far. How about top 5 lefties at first base? I love his character, man.
Yeah.
I love his character. All right, then let's do this and let's get to the break. Let's talk about the Winter Blast.
Absolutely. Woodward Sports welcomes the Winter Blast, presented by Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort, starting this Friday, January 31st, goes through February 2nd in downtown Royal Oak. Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Show will be down there from 2 to 4 this Friday. Don't miss cool events, including free ice skating, spectacular ice sculptures, live music and heated tents, marshmallow roasting, food trucks galore, and thrills, Neil, thrills. From the 300-foot zip line. Best of all, admission is free. Yeah, free. If it's free, it's for KG, that's for sure. For
damn
info,
right.
go to winterblast.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got
This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody? Football's big game right around the corner. Make sure you're ready to get the most out of your favorite sports with the best sports book made in Michigan for Michigan. Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Fund your account online with cash. No need to link to a credit card or a bank account. And get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. And they'll give you 50 free spins on the Soaring Eagle Casino on your phone as well. Visit playeagle.com and download the Eagle Casino and Sports app today. Look for Eagle Casino and Sports for Android and Apple.
KG,
All right.
get your top 5 in.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I got you.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, Chase in the Chase Lounge. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Spirited discussion. People are emotional today. Jason Kenyon in the Super Chat. You want to skip the line? Jump into that Super Chat. Jason Kenyon, I missed everything the past week. Can't believe the Redskins beat us. Then legit got boat raced by Philly. Self-inflicted and it hurts. We know we eat birds. Then there's this as well. Full State Farms. Holmes better be locked in down at the Senior Bowl. Dude needs a home run draft after the 2024 draft. And I don't know. Initially, I took that as like a negative on the draft.
That is.
So, like, Terrion Arnold, who's a starting cornerback in this league.
As a rookie.
And played well and improved as the season went on. Is that all fair? Is that fair?
Learn to play, right?
Well.
Learn how to play.
People don't think he played well.
What's that?
People don't think he played well.
I thought
Yeah,
I thought he was exactly
I don't
what we were
agree with
I'm
driving.
those
hearing Jack
people,
Campbell
so-
slander
but-
as well.
Yeah, I also hear Jack Campbell slander.
Yeah, a lot of it. I know,
Okay.
right?
So, Terrion Arnold.
People need somebody to blame that's not Jared Goff, apparently.
Also in the 6th round, Christian Mahogany, who there's a very good chance could be your starting guard next year.
Well, all the things you hear about him and the development of him, we saw it with our eyes, and Manu too.
Right.
Like it leaves you. Obviously, here's the question: to the response about Brad's got to be down here. Do you worry about Brad Holmes? Like you said, who else?
Not even a little bit.
No.
Right, as far as
Like he is like
in the
literally the last
Okay,
thing as
here,
a Lions
you want to,
fan.
hey,
Literally
you know
the
what?
last.
We got to call out, right? Because nobody's perfect. So it looks like his Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round was a waste. Okay? You know what? Sorry. You know what? Way to go, Brad. You know which on a flyer, if it worked, right? I'm sure he was thinking that it would work, right? At a flyer, if it did work, then it would be good. But at the time, you're allowed. Are you not allowed that? I mean, think about your fantasy football team. How many of those guys that you pick, right? Do you end up trading or benching or getting rid of or whatever like that? Even your good players.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, to that, D-Mac, I would even say he was the backup quarterback, right?
Yep.
He was the backup quarterback.
Till Teddy came in.
Well,
Till
Till
Teddy came in.
That's the biggest glaring.
All season long, he was a backup quarterback for $1.2 million cap hit. In a day and space where, speaking of Teddy Bridgewater, apparently we got to go back to this, and that's fine. You listen in Spirit of Detroit? You listening to this? Okay. In a day and age, Spenny, remember when we were doing the backup quarterback shows?
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
And Tom Masway sat in that chair in the afternoon and said, give Teddy Bridgewater $10 million. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay. I'm not making this up, right?
No.
A man sat in that chair and said, pay a backup quarterback $10 million. I'm not a hooker guy either, but Brad Holmes had a backup quarterback for $1.2 million this
That we
year.
didn't have to see, except for mop-up time. Not because of injury or whatever.
And you know what the difference in money in that was this year? DJ Reader. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm driving at here? Like, just because it's not out there in front of you doesn't mean that it's not that way. So Brad Holmes is the furthest thing from the problem. The absolute, if you're going down the list, the last thing that you can talk about. Last. And I'll stand on that. And what's with the tone today in the chat, by the way?
I don't know.
What's everybody? You know what? Then let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Uh-oh.
All right?
Y'all done pissed
Let's
him
do
off.
it.
Y'all done pissed him off.
What?
Y'all done pissed
Whose
you
fault
off.
was it? Let's do the
I mean,
show. Everybody
thi-
wants to do the show. Come clean. I
This
can
is a
smell
tone-
these things, KG.
This is a tone-driven show, so I think you're partially to blame. Partially.
Why? What did I do?
You gave tone.
About what?
Everything.
Is this because you stirred up the Michigan stuff?
I don't know what the problem is. It's just like...
Well, have it
but
anyways.
When I see a thing, that dude needs a home run after the 2024 draft, like it was some failure from the last 20 years of the Lions, I take exception to that. Because it's not based in reality.
Right.
It's not fact. It's stupid. That's a stupid comment. Like, that's why. So then let's get into it, everybody. Go ahead. Shoot your shit. Right now. You guys take it over. The next 7 minutes, man. WeezyD313. It's everyone's fault. Arf in the chat. Neil must have got 2% in his coffee this morning. The creamer was empty again.
It
Was it
was.
empty
No, it
again?
wasn't.
We figured
No,
it
it
out.
wasn't. No, it wasn't.
look
Shane
out.
Daniel, Neil, not a hooker guy, but the photo from the top 5 stripper name says otherwise. Right. Absolutely. Tone alert. No, so go ahead, man. WeezyD313, bro, nobody in this 24 draft class will touch Laporta. So you're telling me that if Christian Mahogany starts at the guard spot for the next 10 years, that doesn't, quote, touch Laporta? Because that's on the table, right? Is it not? He's probably going to start next year. He's probably going to be... Do you figure that Mahogany will figure immensely in, quote, the Super Bowl window?
Yes.
Then what are we talking about here?
I think Terrion Arnold will as well. I think Ennis Rakestraw will as well.
And Spenny, that's where I was going to go with it too.
Like not everybody comes in here. Not everybody comes into this league and is an All-Pro in their first year. Sam Laporta was an All-Pro in his first year. Jahmyr Gibbs should have been an All-Pro this year. Terrion Arnold is going to be good. Like I don't know.
He was good this year. He had moments where he was good.
I think it's spoiled Lions fans acting like bitches. That's what I think it is. Like
Are
if
we?
you're going to come in here and say Brad Holmes needs to be better, Brad Holmes needs a home run. He needs a home run draft or what? Or what? Are you going to say he's not doing? Are you going to call for his job?
Can I
Like,
ask,
shut the fuck up, dude.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely. Yes, Mr. McCarty, please.
You don't need a home run. You need. Aren't you into where you've built now 5 years into this with the talent that you have? You're into hitting on specific positions, right? You're
Specific
into
roles even.
specific roles even now. So he's got to hit on that. You don't have to hit on your Gibbs and your Amon-Ra and your Laportas and your Branches. Like, do you not understand what you have? And whether you like Arnold or not, or Jack Campbell or whatever, I don't care. They do. That's their guys. So get used to it. I think Campbell's getting better. I think that they all are getting better. So what Brad Holmes has to do, he's got to plug in place real well in who he decides that is A, makes it through the door culturally, but can add that piece, right? Might be guys that, if our stars go down, this guy can replace them. Who knows? You also mentioned something, Spenny. Ennis Rakestraw, he was hurt most of this year, so we don't really see exactly what we have, but we know that they like him.
Yeah.
Right? I just saw the development in a cornerback's the toughest position to play in this league as a rookie, and you watch the development of Terrion Arnold from the pass interference and learning how to play from an SEC defender into an NFL defender.
Like there was linear growth
and you look
you
at
can
the
point
end
to.
when what he's doing, and obviously they're a better group as a group, but when you lose Carlton Davis and you lose
Aiden Hutchinson
and Robert and all this other
23
stuff.
dudes. 23 dudes.
Yeah.
Yo,
And it'd be different if you were relying on these guys and they're not winning. They've won 15 games. That's the most in franchise history. Never has this organization won 15 games.
But doesn't it lead you up to, aren't you more interested in specifics because of this draft, because of where you're at with your team, and you don't have the holes that you had in the past, right? You need insulation, right? I'm sure the conversation is, man, we need guys that can play when guys go down and stuff like this. So if there is a glaring spot or whatever else, who knows? You're in a great spot because you don't need this specific guy, and everybody knows you're targeting this guy. You got a lot of different options in your organization, and it lets you know what they think of the guys they already have.
Jason Kenyon in the Super Chat. Bridgewater got brought back for the last few games. My bets are he's paid more to be the quarterback's coach and mentor the rookies like he helped J-Mo last year. And I would bet you that there's probably something to that. I would bet you there is probably something to that. Red Fly 13. Why is Hendon a miss? He could still come in and win a few games. If he does, he's a win. Red Fly, I already would say it's a win. He's a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
At 1.2, that's a huge win.
A talented backup at that. Because we all feel he's talented.
Yeah.
He's just not going to
whatever it is.
Like, yeah, what do you guys want? What did you want out of Hendon Hooker? Did you want him to take the reins from Jared Goff?
Right.
Did you want him to be the starter in the playoffs? Like, are you mad that Hendon Hooker is not getting snaps over Jared? What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
And even take all that away. He's a backup quarterback for $1.2 million. Guys, this is how the NFL works. This is why I was big on Jared Goff when he got here. He's a value to market. That's what this entire NFL is. That's why the draft is so important. That's how you're good in this league. You think you're good in this league because you go get Jalen Ramsey. and guys like that. No, you're good in this league because you draft rookies that are discounts to market. They produce more than what they're paid. That's all this is. It's one giant economic transaction. That's what the NFL is. Are you paying a guy less than he's performing? Is Brad Holmes doing that at the highest level in football? I would contend yes. And I would contend all the good teams are. That's why the Kansas City Chiefs aren't good because Mahomes spins it every game and they score in the 40s. They're good because their defense is elite. And they've done it by paying Chris Jones a ton and drafting incredible cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm. To that point, Neil, wasn't the 32 points they put up against Buffalo the most they've put up
in a long time this year?
Throughout, look at what the most points they put up. Chase, will you look and see how many Kansas City put up? Because they haven't put up 30 points in forever. It's their defense. Like I said, that's a team. And that's a team that's just concerned about winning, not concerned about going out there. I think maybe in the past, with the roster that they had, last year, a few years ago, it was more of the air it out. Now it's just the football and that defense. Chris Jones, who's the MVP on that team? Who's the guy that's always there?
And look, Chris Jones, I think, had 5.5 sacks, and every time I watched them play this year, every time when there was a big moment, he was involved.
Every big moment or big game, that's the guy you got to watch for because he finds a way to make a play.
No doubt. Woodward Sports chat thread burn. Look who won the lottery and thinks they can just walk in the club acting and dressing like they always did. No more white tees, KG. Yeah. We can't do it anymore.
The white tee era has died. So, I don't think we'll have too many problems with
no
that.
more white KG. We got to put a sport coat on,
yeah,
man.
You do. You got to clean up a little bit.
Yeah, we got to clean it up a little bit, man. Yes. But there is. And so, again, for people to say, and I wanted to bring up this point before we ride off to the break. Sione Vaki, by the way, Spenny. Mm-hmm. All 16 games played.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. So can we put it in the chat? I probably should have saved that one and tricked everybody in the chat first. Since people asked, in the chat, was a 2024 Lions draft a bust?
Come on, dog.
I want to see.
What are we talking about?
I want to see.
They're going to say yeah. Because they blame
No
Terry
way.
Arnold.
There's no way. Spenny, there's no. I'm intrigued as hell to see this poll.
This is crazy.
Pause.
Is that where we at as fans right now?
It is. It's ridiculous.
That's wild.
You could feel it. Like the audience is out there on the internet, and I could still feel it in the room. So let's just get it out there then. You guys I wanted to talk NBA trade stuff because we can. We can.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I wanted to talk some Red Wings with D-Mac because we can.
We should.
We should, and we will.
Yeah, we still will.
But let's cut the shit.
We got all the top fives in.
All right. Tell them about Jars.
All right, Woodward sports fans, whether you're hitting the game or just chilling, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest lineup of rec cannabis products, 27 locations across the state, repping Michigan in a big way, 9 locations right here in Metro Detroit, so there's always one nearby. If you're in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, get ready. New stores are coming your way soon. Make sure you check out Darren McCarty branded Jars today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Let's give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Neil Rule here for New Holland Brewing, local Michigan company, west side of the state. They make taller, the Dutch long drink. How does it work? Well, They take their New Holland small batch gin, they mix it up with some grapefruit puree, and there's magic in those cans. I'm gonna pull up over at New Holland this summer at some point. I'm gonna make my way over there. Get it straight from the source, everybody.
Okay.
It's not just taller, by the way. They have an elite line of bourbon. They have a great line of IPAs. All of it, guys. They're good, man. New Holland Brewing Company puts out bangers. Let's just say it like that. Go to Total Wine. Go to your local grocery store, Meijer, wherever it is. Try it, guys. I'm telling you, it'll be your official drink of the summer. Taller from New Holland Brewing. All right, keeping it pushing, man. Like, we're doing it. Like, let's just get into it. Woodward Sports, chat thread, Terrell Lamar. I wanted Hooker to take Goff's spot. Based on what?
Come on, Terrell.
Second in the league in yards, fourth in touchdowns this year. Second in the league in yards, fourth in touchdowns last year. Like, based on what, Terrell?
Got some breaking Tigers news.
Stop it. It's not it.
Tommy Cannell expected to close a deal with the Tigers. He's a bullpen pitcher from the Yankees.
Who the fuck? No.
Last year he had 42 innings pitched. He had a 2.11 ERA. He had only 5 home runs allowed. I'm looking for his strikeouts. He had a 1.14 whip. It's a bullpen arm. They're likely signing a bullpen arm. 9.7 strikeouts per 9. So,
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like those numbers. I'm surprised the Yankees would let. He's from the Yankees.
Yankees.
I'm surprised that they would let him go.
Spent the last 2 years with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay. 24 more days until the Tigers' first spring training game. 57 days to the opener. They're playing the Dodgers, right? First game of the season.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And 65 more days till opening day and Spencer Raxter's triumphant return to the streets of Detroit.
On a Friday.
Yeah.
On a Friday.
And we're not doing a show that day. Heavyweights are just going to be getting after it.
Oh, shit. Last year was great.
Dude, they got a name. Opening day should be AKA Spencer Rockster Day.
Last year, they literally just danced on Fox 2 for 2 hours. It
Yeah.
was a thing of
I
beauty.
watched it, bro.
That's the day I gained
saw.
respect for Spencer.
It was a good day. It was a good day.
I've seen every
favorite day of the year.
I've seen
They
every
put Beth
opening
on
day
camera and
exploit
just danced.
Spenny's.
My favorite one, though, was still the first one.
Yeah.
With the champagne bottles.
That was a good
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Dante in the super chat. What are we doing anymore? I mean, seeing people saying that the Lions should cut Smith or letting J-Mo walk in free agency
I'm
or Terry
telling you.
Arnold's a bust. Come on, guys in the chat. Do better.
We're getting to the delusional part of the offseason where Lions fans are trying to point blame at things that aren't there. They're trying to fix things that don't need to be fixed when they can't just admit that they had a bad game. They turned the ball over 5 times, and they had 23 injured players on their roster. Like, that's all. Sometimes it's just that simple.
It's simple, yep.
And that's, you know what, Spenny, you bring up a good point because that may be the last remnants of SOL is off season, or how do you react after the season when we're usually used to wholesale changes and things have to be done and fire sale, but no.
Yeah.
You're close. You need a couple tweaks, this and that, looking at the reality of where you're at.
Yeah.
That's what you say. What do you think these guys are saying?
And newsflash, guys, in this draft, when Brad Holmes makes his picks and 5 of these guys aren't starters and all pros because we have the best roster in football, doesn't mean it's a failure of a draft.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that you don't have what do you have? One guy, maybe a position, everybody else is backups because look at your roster.
You got your starters already.
Yeah, like, where was Mahogany and Giovanni Manu going to play on the offensive line this year, coming into this year? Where were they going to play? Where were they going to start a game at?
You weren't.
Where?
When healthy, that secondary, when healthy, when Terry Arnold, Carlton Davis, and Amik Robertson are all playing, where is Rakestraw going to play?
Special teams.
Yep.
Where was Makai Wingo going to play? Coming into, where was he going to play?
Rotational defensive line. There's a reason. We have the best roster in the league when healthy. We don't need 5 guys out of every draft to be starters anymore. Come on, guys. Come on.
The waters were in.
Fuck.
I'm sorry I did this to you, Spenny, but you're verbalizing it better than me.
I just can't fathom. They're panicking. It's panic. Oh, J-Mo's gonna walk. Trade Anzalone. His draft was a failure. Fucking take a deep breath. They had a bunch of injuries and they played a bad game. That's why they lost.
Stephen Baffy. Sewell said Manu is the most underrated player on the team, that he's more athletic and moves even better than he does.
Yeah, wait until he's in that Dan Skipper role next year and you see him out on the edge in front of those running backs.
Bust. Go to shop.woodwardsports.com. We just unveiled our new Fire Brad Holmes line. So be the first on your block with your Fire Brad Holmes t-shirt. Available in white and Honolulu blue. Okay? All right. Get them going, Stick. Get them ready. It's just I felt it. Do we feel like we cleansed a little bit or no?
I don't know.
What's
I think it
the
made
poll
people
result, by the way?
What's up?
What's
it
the
was like 80% no.
Yeah.
80% no? So it was 20% yes.
83% no, 16% yes.
So it's the same as always, right?
I don't care.
The minority is the loudest.
Yeah, the vocal minority.
I don't care if we close, figured it out or not. Like, you either know or you don't at this point. We're 4 years into this shit.
Correct. Nicholas Duncan, Goff #1 in the NFC. Can we get 2 first? Then who plays quarterback, Nicholas Duncan?
I think he's Troll.
He could.
You know what? We're going to the break now.
Yeah, it could be Troll.
We're going to the break. We're going to recalibrate, and we're going to come back and do the top 5 list.
Sounds good.
Okay?
It's fair.
I can't.
Y'all done got Neil to show his hat here. He is upset.
Hey, Charles.
I know there's 4 more minutes in the segment.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Trade Goff.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah, look at
top
that,
5 dumbest shit you've heard on the network.
Look at that roster at the beginning of the year and tell me where 5 rookies are going to start. Just shut the fuck up, please.
Can we get 2 firsts for Jared Goff?
Yeah,
we
Madden.
got 2 firsts to take him.
On Madden, you can, sure. You talking about real life.
Like, if you were expecting 5 rookies to start out of this draft, you're fucking stupid.
Someone in the chat, too, and the message flew by, and it was elite. Sione Vaki almost made the Pro Bowl as a rookie on special teams.
Yep. No, bust.
Bust. Get him out of here.
He wasn't your starting running back and starting safety. Bust.
Bust. Get him out.
He just had, first team All-Pro safety and another safety that should have been an All-Pro. Bust.
Like, this is absolutely wild, man.
If you know, you know.
Absolutely wild to me.
Push your voice.
Skydog, Neil, get those Fire Brad signs ready.
Well, let me tell you about Mark White. Since the Lions are, going to have to blow up their roster, trade their GM and start over because it's over and we have a bad roster now. Maybe those guys are going to need Mark White when they're coming out of town. Mark White will help you when you're looking to buy or sell your home. He'll save you up to $5,000 on your closing costs. That's right. I said $5,000. Call him at 248-290-8242 or visit him at markwhitesales.com. Mark White will get you in your dream home.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Enough Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
Neil Rule here for FeldmanAuto.com. We know about Feldman Chevrolet in Novi because they're Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. We'll be there Monday. As a matter of fact, they're the nation's #1 EV dealer as well. But what if you want a Ford? What if you want a Kia? What if you want Michigan's only Ineos Grandeur dealership? They're a Feldman brand. Go to feldmanauto.com. That is correct. They've been in the game since 1996 here in Detroit. Do great work with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals as well in the community. They are rooted in Detroit, and they're elite in terms of getting you your car keys. Like, they do this weird thing. Like, you say, hey, I want this car. They say, okay, here's your keys. Like, that's the way it works pretty much, guys. So, again, you want an elite car buying experience. You want knowledgeable people. Whatever kind of car you want. New, used, makes no difference. FeldmanAuto.com. All right, keeping it pushing here. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, and, of course, we have the Chase Lounge as well. Tev Sauce in the Super Chat. You want to jump the line in the chat? Take advantage of the Super Chat. Tev Sauce. Top 5 dumbest things heard on Woodward would be elite. Tigers only have to win 67% of their games to make the playoffs. That was a fun bit. Yeah. Remember that one? Trade Hoff, most things Flannel says. So much to pull from. Most things Flannel says. That's an elite comment. But it is. Oh, by the way, too, this season, I saw when I dropped my son off at school, like the high school baseball starting to stir a little bit. They're doing the indoor workouts and stuff like that. This season, Birmingham Groves Junior Varsity Team will be the official high school baseball team of Big D Energy. We'll recap the games.
Let's go Falcons.
Yeah, we're going to have a graphic for the scores.
Oh, yeah.
So
Lentz on that again?
Ryan Lentz is he got promoted.
Oh, he got promoted?
He's a head coach of the junior varsity team, and Brady's the assistant coach.
Nice.
They're building a powerhouse over there.
They are.
Right,
they're putting it together. So they're going to be our official high school baseball team in the open of every show all season.
Nice. Better than Javi Watch.
Better than Javi Watch.
Oh, 100 million%. Spotlight. Love it.
Javi's not going anywhere.
No.
So I'm going to get a Javi t-shirt and wear it during the season.
You might as well.
I'm going to.
You might.
I think there's some kids on the Birmingham Groves junior varsity team that are better than Javi.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I saw a shirt on social media, and I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
And it says, we have Javi Baez and you don't.
At least I don't think Javi will be an everyday starter this year.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We have Javi Baez and you don't.
Yeah. At least.
Oh, God.
Yeah, some bullshit. But
it's going to be elite because I'm going to wear that shirt. We have Javi Baez and you don't.
We're going to.
But it's a negative. But I'm wearing a shirt about it. The irony is incredible.
We're going to have Javi Baez and we're not going to have Alex Bregman.
Man. Some bullshit.
All right,
you gotta take shit and make lemonade sometimes. Hey, it is.
Don't do this to me, you
You
guys.
make lemonade out of shit?
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
Full Slate Farms. Let's go 0-17 and draft Arch Manning. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep, that's what the fans want. They got to blow it up and fire Brad Holmes, apparently.
Rebuild.
Yes. Taylor in the chat. I hate the take. I hate that take because you expect a star out of a rookie corner. He's a disappointment. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. That's why we're talking through it right now.
Yep.
Terrell, what did Vaki do to almost be a Pro Bowler? All right, you know what?
If you know, you know.
Yeah, like, he was almost a special teams Pro Bowler. He plays, special teams are an important facet of football. I know that's a shocking fact to some people, but there's a third leg of football games, and it's called special teams.
I did not know that, Spinny.
It's wild. The whole thing's wild.
It's like literally, it's spoiled Lions fans. I didn't think we would ever be to that point.
Spirit of Detroit. Terry and Arnold as a joke. So there you go. Okay, let's do this. Let's change the physiology in the room.
Fun. God damn it. Y'all weighing me down.
Top 5 Wednesday. Why is it a top 5?
Because it's half as boring as a top 10 list.
All right, top 5 Brad Holmes draft bust. You guys ready? No,
Yep.
I'm kidding.
Yep.
We do, D-Mac, you know how this works? We do something that doesn't have to do with sports. We kind of tap out for a second. The hard-hitting stuff. Top 5 fruit.
Top 5 fruit.
Your top 5 fruit. Whatever it means to you. However you value it. What's that?
Top 5 fruits.
Yeah. However you value it, whatever you value.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Spenny, hitting lead off like usual?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's do it.
My top 5 fruits. At number 5, I've got red grapes. Like, red grapes, very good.
Yeah, number 2.
Very good stuff. Red grapes. Like green grapes are also very good, but I'm partial to the red grapes more. At number 4, I got blackberries.
Just skip to number 2.
Blackberries are amazing. At number 3, I've got cherries.
Yes.
Fresh cherries. Maraschino cherries, trash. Fresh cherries. You got to spit the pits out. Because you could die if you eat too many cherry pits or something like that. They got like cyanide in them or something like that. But I used to eat them as a kid, just swallow them. And
holy shit.
Pause.
yeah. But all right, cherries at number 3. At number 2, I got Ryan Letts.
Why?
And, great kid, sus, as some people will say.
Got the long flowing hair.
The flowing hair. He listens to Kid Laroi. And MGK.
No, he doesn't.
Not
MGK,
No, he doesn't.
MGK is one of his goats.
Oh,
And
no.
so, Ryan Letts number 2 on there.
Hold on, real quick. Wait, how you dropped the listens to Kid Laroi?
Yeah. and then at number 1, I got pineapple. Pineapple's goated.
Pineapples.
So that's my top 5.
No, pineapple is solid.
Woodward Sports Chat thread, Steve Lehman. That explains it, Spenny. Danny G. Neil has been eating the pits clearly. Maybe your mom. I don't know. All right. Who's going next? Who's going next?
Chase, you got one?
I'm ready when you guys are.
All right. Chase, your top 5 fruits.
All right. Number 5 coming in, watermelon. Very classic, very simple, like kind of a more of a bland flavor, like isn't like burst, but like it's great in candy. Like you can never go wrong with the watermelon flavored candy. Number 4, currant.
Holy on fucking brand with this kid. Fucking currant.
That's a fruit.
I pulled.
Yeah, so
Isn't that a garnish?
All right, again, this is
Isn't
my.
that what you put in your bourbon?
I don't know. I'm intrigued.
Don't know.
It's
tell me more.
I've had this Twin Snakes. It's this It's this 2 candies. One's sour, the other's sweet, and one of the flavors is black currant. And I've never had it before, but it's one of my favorite candies, so I like that fruit flavor.
It's a fruit, like it's an
it's
actual
a real fruit.
fruit.
Yeah, there's red currant, black currant, and they're like native to like Northern Europe and like parts of Asia. Real fruits, just not like locally grown. I guess like here.
Really?
Yes.
It's imported.
Number
That's
3,
high level. Currant.
Number 3, the apple.
Currant is not a real thing.
Yeah, he made that up.
I refuse to accept it.
I believe Chase. I mean, this is sort of like if you brought it up, Spenny, I call bullshit. Kenny, bullshit.
Yeah.
Chase,
no.
100% value.
Apple.
Sorry, go ahead.
What kind of apple?
I
your
like
favorite?
a classic red, a nice green apple. I'm a little picky. I like its skin. I don't like the skin, so I'll peel it. Or I'll just, one time at a cross-country meet, I was just biting and spitting and just eat it.
Oh, you orange that shit.
Just tough it out. But number 3.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Like, I was thinking it was weird, and there's D-Mac again. Every now and then, man, you just got a way of explaining things. You basically orange it.
You oranged it.
And I would have never thought anything about peeling an orange, but peeling an apple is like egregious to me until you just explained it. Now
So
I'm cool with
if
it.
you cut it in things and you just like orange it, you rip the peel off.
Fair.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You get it.
All right,
Toxic
moving
skin.
on.
Number 2, the lemon. I feel like lemon. It's like goated. You can put lemon in water. It's anything
Iced
lemon.
tea.
Yeah,
You don't
lemonade.
eat lemon.
And
You can if you're a sicko. if you're
Lemon
a
and
fucking
currant,
maniac.
right? People don't eat currant either, Spenny, but obviously. And then number 1.
Yeah, I mean lemon's my go-to citrus. Number 1, dragon fruit.
Slept
I
on.
mean, like dragons are cool. Like,
I almost put dragon fruit on
Yeah,
the list.
Dragon fruit is good.
I like
Never had dragon fruit.
It was real good.
it's kind of mid, like
like
the
the
taste,
vitamin water.
Isn't it like
But-
sandy?
but it's cool though.
Yeah,
It has a
Yeah,
texture.
it's kind of grainy,
Yeah, it has
but
a
it looks
texture,
cool
yes.
at the store.
It's got
like
a
when I
cool
walk
name.
by it, I walk by the spot where the dragon fruit is. I always look to see if it's there.
Is that
I'm
next
never
to the
gonna buy one.
pomegranates?
It is, as a matter of fact.
Pomegranates are good.
It's in that family. Woodward Sports Chat thread, Kiazi, is this based on deliciousness? It's up to you.
It's your
what
list.
your top 5 fruits are. People in the chat, Mike G says number 1, Anson. Okay, that's see the doors you open?
Hey.
You did this. You're responsible for this. But yeah. All right, KG.
Yeah.
Top 5 fruits.
And let's do this. And before we get started, Mike, no 1 through 5 isn't watermelon. And Shy
Jesus
216, yes, I forgot watermelon, you son of a bitch. All right, so honorable mentions are watermelon and mango. I'm a big fan of fresh, ripe mango and, of course, a good watermelon, sweet watermelon. But at number 5, bananas. Bananas, great source of potassium. It's true. I'm somebody that loves banana pudding and not that fake shit. It has to have actual bananas in it. Like, what the fuck are we doing, people? Anyway, number 4, grapes. I like red grapes, like Spenny said, green grapes, pretty much any type of grape that doesn't have a seed in it. It can't be seeded. Right. Yeah, but no, and getting my wife to feed me grapes is still something that I'm working on. At number 3,
keep working,
it's tough, man.
I love it. Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, it's a tough sell, man. At number 3, cherries, but Michigan-grown cherries are the fucking best.
Oh, KG's provincial.
No, I'm telling you, Michigan cherries, there is nothing like it, man. There is nothing like it. At number 2, apples. I'm a big Fuji and Granny Smith apple guy.
Got to be Michigan apples, right?
Yeah, Michigan apples are great too. Nah, for sure. But
not that bullshit Washington stuff.
Yeah, I know, right? Ugh. Fucking disgusting. Artificial. Anyway, and at number 1, strawberries, my favorite fruit. You can do it in anything, and I like chocolate-covered strawberries. Who doesn't?
Those are good, too. Any word on having your wife feed you those as
things
well?
That's the things that Kenny wants his wife to feed him.
Mike O in the chat. Neil, tomato is a fruit. Do it. I'm not a huge tomato guy.
I
like
tomatoes.
it on burgers.
I can eat
That's
tomato
something
like
I
an
expect
apple.
from Chase.
All right, Chase. I heard her. They're big in Europe. My wife has family in Hungary, and I wind up eating a lot of them when I'm there.
What, Grant or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck?
Yeah, if
Correct.
you play Red Dead Redemption, you can the Naturalist, you can collect them all up.
If
and
it's big in Europe, that's another reason of why it's not true. Because Europe isn't a real place either. So.
It's like
fake.
the salary cap.
Yes.
Right. It's a media creation.
It's not real. Mike G, white currant has 0 rhythm. Is that true?
It's probably true.
Mike G is undefeated.
Super Bowl, apples are overrated.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I think apples are.
No, apples are great.
Apples are.
I'm an apple and peanut butter guy.
Overthought.
So, like, I like just cutting up an apple, dipping it in some peanut butter. Oh, so good.
Lumberjack
So
Zach, I'll eat a whole bowl of fresh cherry tomatoes. Tomatoes are making a comeback, I feel like.
I could eat a tomato like an apple.
That's wild.
Is it on D-Max list? Is that what he's looking like?
All right.
Why don't we go to my list from the kid from the tomato capital of Canada? Right, but first I got to give my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Kiwi
Kiwis are good.
Kiwi salad.
and Rob Halford, lead singer of Judas Priest. Anyways, number 5, tomato. Yes, Spenny, crush them.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what kind of tomatoes growing up in Leamington, Ontario, tomato capital of Canada, Heinz ketchup, stuff like that. Enough said. Number 4, mango.
Yes.
Big mango fan. Love it.
Like a
love
ripe
it.
mango. Oh, God.
Love it in drinks and fruit and whatever else. Strawberries, can't go wrong with strawberries. Those, key goes with everything. Blueberries just ahead of strawberries, just personal preference. And then number 1, watermelon. Dude, I absolutely love watermelon. More than anything else. Like on more of a ritual, you'll find me eating watermelon. I always when I go to the store, I always get watermelon. I always cut up watermelon. It's one of my, with my meal, I always eat water. I love it.
Yeah. Hold on, we putting a stop to this. My black card is not in question because I didn't have fucking watermelon on my top 5 list.
Yeah.
No.
Continue.
Hey, shout out to my guy Pool. He sent me a DM. He said the black specks on dragon fruit is a natural diuretic. So there's that.
Lots of talk about
Keeps you regular.
Lots of talk about fiber in the chat as well. Art Vandal, if you're under 40, you don't know how much fiber is your friend.
Apples have a lot
I'm
of
learning.
fiber.
Yeah, they do.
I am learning. I'll say that.
I'm a red apple guy over green apple. Like, you will never catch me just eating a green apple.
Really?
They're aggressive.
I'll take
not bad.
I'll take a red delicious apple over a green apple any day of the week.
Granny Smith
You ain't a
apples
Granny
are really
Smither?
Good. No, not a granny. The
They're
best
really
apples
good,
are red
bro.
delicious, Fuji,
Crunchy red
and Golden
delicious.
Golden delicious apples are fire.
They are.
And don't get it twisted. You bite into it wrong, you make that one wrong bite into an apple, and you won't be eating apples for a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Green apples, though, they're aggressive.
Green apples are aggressive.
It's not that aggressive.
Woodward Sports chat thread.
Come on, dog. Fucking shy.
Shane Daniel, this ish is why Top 5 is the best segment in all of Woodward Sports.
I agree.
No matter the topic, it brings out passion.
It does.
Yeah.
From the people, too. Shad216 in the super chat. KG forgot about watermelon, but he's the one withholding Neil's black card.
You got
Thank you,
right.
Shad. Thank you.
Update your fucking stereotypes. How about that?
Thank you.
Not all black people have to have watermelon in their top
Shad,
5 fruits.
all I know is DQ Cole. I'm getting a video of DQ saying it, by the way. DQ Cole told me I'm good in any hood in Pontiac. Don't got to check in.
Yeah, but
nothing.
You're not good on 7 Mile, though, and that's the issue that we keep
Yeah, but I
running
am.
into.
430. Gave you the props the other night.
The yak
so.
is cool, but there's certain neighborhoods, Dexter, like we gotta expand our.
Dude, K. Felder will tell you, Pershing High, I'm good. Don't got to check in, nothing. I'll get a video of K saying that too.
Okay, bet. The more black people that you have backing you, the
He's
better.
got people campaigning for him.
Yeah,
right. For Neil's black card, that's wild.
Neil's
in
gonna start
itself.
going door to door.
Right. Holy shit.
I will. I'm going to have K do a video. I'll have DQ do a video. Jamal Kane next time I see him.
Yeah.
Good in any hood, man. All right. Dante151, the yellow super chat. My top 5 fruits: bananas. Number 4, tomatoes. 3, strawberries. 2, blueberries. Number 1, biggest fruit of them all, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. I don't think you guys are acting in the spirit.
He does focus a lot on black men's dicks. That is
a
confirmed.
fact. He's a Mandingo lover.
Yes.
Did you hear his latest?
Yeah, the glory holes.
It's not all sunshine and glory holes.
That's funny.
That man is
That sounds
fucking...
like a Rickyism. Does that not sound like a Rickyism?
I throw them out here all the time. I try to throw Rickyisms, and Shaq catches them.
Get 2 birds stoned at once?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't get copyright infringement for those.
No?
Yeah.
Jason Kenyon in the super chat. Fire Brad Holmes now. We have high cap space because the majority of our roster's on rookie contracts still. Just kidding, by the way. Free agency wasn't a bust, so let's all fire Holmes, expletives included. No.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ricky said all sunshines and glory holes at one point in Trailer Park Boys.
I heard people say, though, it's because that's an oil term.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Michael Powell says, Neil, you good on 7 and Ryan? Shout out.
7 and Ryan.
What high school is by there?
I don't know.
No.
I know you're good at 9 and Ryan.
Right.
I can get your clearance over there.
There, see,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm with Spenmo. They'll be like, all right, you're good. You're good here, man.
Anywhere past baseline, we trying to figure it out. We trying to figure that out still.
No, Chase, we'll figure that. What's the closest high school to 7 Mile and Ryan?
Give me.
I'll give you a couple minutes on that one. Then I'll let you know.
I mean, Fitz is at 10 and Ryan, but there's probably one closer than that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy, we better get going here. All right, my top 5 fruit list. Number 5, orange, and look. They're good, man. You can juice them, make juice out of it, stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that's pretty good.
Saying Pershing.
Yeah,
So that
100%. I'm good at 7 and Ryan. Number 4, blueberries. Surprised they didn't get any run. Blueberries are good, man.
D-Mac had it on his
Oh, did
list.
you? I'm sorry, I missed that one. Good in pies, good in smoothies, all of it. Number 3, I don't get into it anymore because I'm not on the sugar like that. But watermelon.
Oh, yes.
And I like watermelon not only because it tastes good. Like I said, I don't eat much of it anymore.
Love watermelon.
But I love what watermelon represents because it's goddamn summer.
Salted watermelon too.
Yeah, I was about to. Do y'all put salt on your
Dude,
watermelon?
Not
I don't.
every time.
Pershing
When
High
you
School.
do,
Pershing. There we go. All
I
right.
can't get down with that, man. I try. It's just not my deal. But
Yeah.
Nick Williams, pineapple was my number 1.
Number 2, blackberries. I like you guys have seen me come in here rocking blackberries often.
Blackberries are elite.
Yep, blackberries are very, very good. And number 1, strawberries. The KG touched on it. The versatility.
Yeah.
Yep. I enjoyed some this morning for breakfast, as a matter of fact. So the versatility, the smoothie angle, the chocolate coveredness, strawberry pie, all the ancillary stuff. So that is our top 5 fruits. You guys got a top 5 list you want to see? Drop it in the chat.
I remember we played Pershing in districts in the first round of districts, and Keith Athley, he put up like 40. Literally didn't play in the first half. So, shout out center line. Our team was like, I think they were up by 1 or they were down by 1 going into halftime. They were all hyped, and Keith played. He literally dropped 30 points in the second half. I was like, dude, Jesus Christ.
That's tough. Jason Kenyon in the super chat. Number 1, Mexican strawberries. Number 2, regular strawberries. Number 3, blueberries. 4, oranges. 5, dragon fruit. So Kenyon's out there as well. I respect dragon fruit. I do.
You should.
JB Smooth.
I thought about pears. He said nobody had pears. Pears would have been my honorable mention.
We have breaking black card news in the chat.
Saw it.
Yeah.
JB Smooth. Neil's black card stamped approved.
No, I don't know. We got to verify that. We got to verify it.
You got to get 3. Does it have to be 3 triple stamps?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You can't just get verified by one person. That's not
Is it
enough.
the Title IX approach? 2 out of the 3 prongs. Like you gotta
Probably. I know he's kind of making it up as he goes along. So
I'm not. I'm just telling you the real.
tell
part
about
of the
Lady.
process.
Tell
Don't
about
show
Lady
up to the
James,
barbecue.
D-Mac.
You're not getting in. Don't just show up.
Well, Neil, but if you need a haircut,
Where
you
can
can
I
always
just
go
show
to
up?
Lady James, because at Lady James, they take the chore out of getting a haircut.
That was
Talented
elite.
stylist, delivering industry-leading haircut, relaxing scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady James Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
What's up, everybody? New year, new you. How about a new car? Les Stanford Buick GMC is here for you. Get a 2025 Hammer EV SUT for 24 months with 10,000 miles per year for only $699 a month with just $19.99 down payment, or a 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab, 24 month, 10,000 miles per year for only $359 per month. Sign and drive, no down payment required. GM discount required for both. Get the Les Stanford today or click on the QR code on the screen and check out our massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com. Together, let's drive.
All right, we're back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neil Rule, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, Chase in the Chase Lounge, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. James in the Super Chat, top 5 lights.
Lights? Ooh,
Not bad.
Or top 5 fluids 2.0, your choice. No, we will do top 5 fluids 2.0 after we have used every single top 5 idea.
Yeah, everything else.
Yep. Can't do repeats.
Yeah.
Can't do repeats.
Top 5s.
That's too.
That's
Yeah,
a Chase one
It's
right
too
there.
meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
It
a
is.
Chase one right there.
Yeah. No, it is absolutely that. Lumberjack, top 5 types of wood.
I like that
We're
one.
intrigued with that one.
I like that one.
Somebody else said
Balsa is in my top 5 for sure.
Y'all don't know.
I don't even know.
oak.
My top wood.
My word, stronger than oak.
Y'all don't want to know my top wood.
Yeah.
Danny G, there's a flag on the play. Neil's black card is under further review.
Keep trying to tell you, man.
Okay.
It's a multiple layer process. You think we just giving them shits out? I mean, some people are, but the real community, we not. Nah, you gotta earn it.
I just had my 10-year reunion.
Yeah, he did. Shout out Spinny, man.
Dang.
Yeah. Spinny put the legwork
Deep
in
in the
though.
game.
He in here. He's a part of the culture, man.
Mike Willette, Neil, do you eat the strawberry with the leaf? I do. Mike, you're a terrorist.
Yeah,
you
like,
are
that's a
terrorist for
wild
that.
shit
Yeah,
right there.
That's crazy. I used to eat the apple hole, and then I found out.
Bro, you eating cherries
What?
and
What'd you say, the
apples
glory
whole?
hole?
The apple hole.
Oh, sorry.
That was more of like a gimmick thing, like
Okay.
to freak people out.
Yeah.
But yeah, apple seeds also have cyanide in them.
How the fuck do you even eat an apple whole?
Is it cyanide or arsenic?
It might be arsenic.
Dante 151, top 5 rappers. We already did top 5 rappers.
Did we?
Did we?
Oh, I wasn't here for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Remember, because we got in the argument because I had Drake on my list, and I said you have to respect the resume.
Yeah.
So we did
That's
do
a
that
fact,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, D-Mac was in on that one.
D-Mac was in on that one.
D-Mac. Red Wings.
Yeah, let's talk about them. They deserve it.
Red Wings.
Playing well. This is the road trip. Like, this is the big one to sort of sit back before All-Star break or Four Seasons Cup, whatever the hell they're called. The
Four
tournament.
Nations.
What is it?
Four Nations.
Yeah,
Dude,
that too.
don't say that to Sean Belizean.
Sean
He'll have
will
to
get
get
going.
up and adjust his seat.
Yeah.
Sean's going to be pantless for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Anyway. Yeah, Wings are playing good. They're playing the right way. I thought the other night was a great testament of solitude and fortitude, because anytime, you go down 2-0, not only to an LA Kings team who is one of the better defensive teams in the league that doesn't really give you anything, but the resilience and, might look back to if they can take what they've done in these last 3 games, this last little home stretch out west. But the fact is that the resilience, right? The speed that they're playing at, your best guys are playing like your best guys, but you've lost Patrick Kane, who's been put on the IR, and you've had other guys step up. I think the priority is speed. They've been playing with more speed, but you look at the changes that Todd McClellan has made, and if you don't think that he's getting the best out of everybody, right? Like we mentioned at Spenny when we talk here, who's played the best, or who's Todd McClellan got the most of? We said, we think Eric Gustafsson stepped up.
Yeah.
But now, right, I change it to Marco Kasper, right? Who's the first round, first among all rookies in goals and second in points. Marco Kasper, since
1st.
moving up to that top line, what's he got? 7 goals?
Yep, 7 goals, 11 points in 13 games. Shout out Wayne.
So, and the way that he's playing, you saw it with the effort and the goal the other night, following his own rebound. But also, too, is what I like behind a little bit different layers is guys like I've been petitioning for, a guy like Elmer Soderblom, right? Showing enough, been down to watch him in Grand Rapids, was wondering when he was going to get the opportunity, getting his opportunity here.
And running with it.
Playing with the size, running with it, game winner on a bang bang rebound play the other night. But the resilience this team has showed, right? They can really this West Coast trip will be tough because of your opponents, but it's also a great time to go on the road and lock things down because you get to be together, right? So I'm real happy. This is excited. Like I said yesterday in the rest in peace, I put my apathy back away when it comes to this team, and we'll be locked in because they're playing the right way. Also too is, hey, if we're gonna get on guys, a guy who's really stepped up and has played and has made the guys around him better is Andrew Kopp. And you look at the way that DeBrincat's been able to score, and scoring goals like he did the other night. You got Lucas Raymond, and you got DeBrincat. Lucas Raymond tied for first in the entire NHL in points over the last, Spenny?
15 games. And since December 29th, he's got 16 assists, 6 goals, 22 points.
But you
on pace for 93.
See the catalyst of what he is. So now, you're getting play throughout the lineup from the guys that are in there, and it's just the way that they're playing. Obviously, again, I'm going to finalize it with Cam Talbot's 8-1 his last 9.
That was going to be my question.
That's where it is. What did we say
That's
before?
going to be my question, D-Mac. How much? Because look, it's pretty clear. Cam Talbot's the guy.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah. And coming off he played in the All-Star game last year. I thought people did kind of poo-poo that. But that being said, pause. How much can they ride him? For real. I'm talking Max. I only want him playing. And I understand he can't play every single game the rest of the year.
Where
how much?
If
70%?
80?
7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. We can do
8
that.
8 out of 10. Yeah, but it all comes down to durability also. But that's why it's so important to get Alex Lyon healthy, because Alex Lyon, as a guy that needs to come in and play 2 or 3 out of 10 games, you're
comfortable.
You're not falling backwards.
Yes.
Right? Legitimate. So, because even the way that game went the other day and the resilience that they showed, you still need that goaltender to make the saves. Now, and then the final thing, which I'll always be imperative, is special teams. Getting it done, doing what they need to do, not only on the power play, but on the PK too. What does that say, Spenny?
They have the best power play percentage in the NFL or NHL. Larkin leads the NHL in power play goals with 6. Since December 31st, their power play is 18 of 46. It's 39%.
Okay.
And Larkin has 6 power play goals in that stretch.
And I'll chase it with this, D-Mac, because this is where I live, and I'll be consistent about it. I wasn't one that melted down about missing the playoffs last year, but I am somebody that said you got to get in there now. Like, we got to start firing this engine up.
Yeah.
In the span of those 3 games, where remember I said what I say there were 6 points back of 5 teams.
Right.
Here we are, this less than a week later. They are 2 points out of a playoff spot.
Yep.
Behind Columbus and Tampa Bay, who
Well,
both
that's
have
why it's
55.
so imperative that you got to go out on this road trip and, you
got to tread water at least
with the rest of the league and then be able to take care. But you can make some hay, right? You can make some hay on this West Coast trip because the expectations would be to be like we expected out on the East Coast. What'd you do? 1-2, 1-2-1, or whatever like this. But you got to get better. So you put yourself in this position right now, and that's what the message is going to be. Hey guys, look where we're at. We've worked this hard to get ourselves back here. Let's not flounder and cost us our season, right? Because you can't make the playoffs now, but you sure as shit can shoot yourself in the foot
for sure.
Coming back from this road trip, being 6 out again, then again, it's going to take you another week. It's like listen to you. This reminds me of watching a football game with you when you dial into the clock and how many possessions and whatever else, and it's over with. It's the same thing with games played that you don't have to make it up. And God forbid you go on a trend. And I think that if there's any time to go out west and win, it's now.
Yeah, for sure. And you look at one of the biggest things I talked about since Tom McClellan has taken over, your stars are being stars. Lucas Raymond, at 22 years old, is one of the best players in the National Hockey League. He is one of the most dangerous players, probably the most dangerous player.
And had an awful start and bounced back.
Yeah, and bounced back. He's led this team in points pretty much all year. Now he's over 20 goals. Larkin's over 20 goals. DeBrincat's over 20 goals. These guys are going out there. Mo Seider is the 5th most points amongst defensemen since Tom McClellan has taken over. Simon Edvinsson looks like an absolute fucking stud. He leads the team in plus minus. He's top 10 in the NHL in plus minus per minutes played. This guy is a legit stud in the NHL. You got Aljo stepping up big. He looks really good out there. Tom McClellan not afraid to play a guy like Albert Johansson 20 minutes a game because he deserves it and he's earned it over the Halls or the Petries or the whoever's. This guy is out there making plays. So your stars are stepping up. Your stars are being stars. When you look at DeBrincat, Larkin, Kane, Seider, and now Edvinsson. Those guys are playing like elite players in the NHL. And it starts at the top. And now you're seeing the secondary scoring coming in. Now you're seeing guys like Soderblom get a goal.
Thank
Casper's
God.
been playing well. It's important to see those guys get in there.
Woodward Sports chat thread, iHearter. Marco can play mean, too. He was a pit bull in the SHL, probably meant to say IHL, against men.
He's big. He's physical. I didn't know he was that big, and that's on me. He's a big guy, and he's not afraid to use it. He's winning puck battles in the corner. He's doing some of that grimy shit on the first line that allows Larkin and Raymond to get in those opportunities.
Those are the guys you win with.
You need them. They're playoff guys. Like D-Mac talked. I talked to him about the last draft. Nygaard, he's like that too. D-Mac's gonna love. You guys are gonna love this kid when he comes out. He's literally a Viking. He's physical. He hits people, and he's got a rocket in the slot. So that guy's a playoff forward. Marco Kasper, a playoff forward.
The guys you win with.
Yes.
What's Elmer Soderblom?
He's a playoff forward.
Right? We're learning how to play with his size. And has anybody else focused on him to
he's
watch him play
problem.
from when he was here before? You see the way that he plays with his size and be that guy. Also, too, right, there's imperativeness. And I got a tweet the other day, right, where somebody had asked me the fact of the Wings having their winter meetings down during their trip to Florida and stuff. What does that mean? And I said, well, the imperativeness from what I see, I don't know what they were talking about, but the fact is it's all hands on deck, and whoever can help this team win, doesn't matter what you're getting paid, it's going to be on this ice and on this team. A prime example is a guy like Dominic Shine. Shout out to him, 31 years old, Detroit native, finally signing his pro contract. There's resilience, 4 years Northern Michigan's University's captain, 8 years in the AHL, resilience. But this kid, right, is 2025 NHL player because of his speed, because of the way he plays, the way that he hunts defensively and stuff like this. So he's not here because, somebody's giving him a, Make-A-Wish program. He's here because he deserves it. And that goes, it doesn't matter what your name is. If you can help this team win, that's the imperativeness. And that's from the top, from Todd McClellan.
Rich Baldwin, top 5 fat athletes. I put that one on the list. We're definitely going to do that.
Oh, that's a great one.
We're definitely
We got to do
that
that
one.
next
Fire.
week.
I like that.
I like that one too.
You want to do it?
Top 5 favorite fat athletes?
Top 5 fat athletes, whatever that is to you.
Oh, dude. I got 3 already.
Shout out Bob Hamlin, the Hammer. Does Matt Stairs count? I think so.
Yeah.
He's stout.
Stout. That's funny.
Whatever
I
it
got
is
a
to
Matt
you.
Stairs autograph bat.
Top 5 ways to spell Neil. That one's on there as well.
I like top 5 magazines. I saw that. I'm a magazine guy.
Top 5 magazines.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a good summer one.
Yeah.
I'll put that one in there as well. All right, we're obviously late for the break. Tell about 1800.
1800
Top 5
tequila.
shots of 1800 we've done together.
We have done plenty of
The
those.
first 5.
1800 tequila, the official, and the next 5.
And the next 5.
1800 tequila, the official tequila of the Detroit Lions. You see, they got the cool Lions themed bottle there. You can go get those in stores right now. 1800 tequila, the smoothest tasted tequila. And please, as always, drink responsibly.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Soroki's crispy chicken and pizza. Delicious, delicious stuff. 7 different flavors of wings for you to choose from. You can get them at any Soroki's near you. To find a Soroki's near you, go to Sorokis.com. Try them all. Choose your favorite. My personal favorite is the spicy garlic, but you make that decision for yourself. Like I said, you can find them at any Soroki's near you. Go to Sorokis.com.
All right, keeping it pushing. Lots of top 5 fat athlete chatter, as you might expect. Jason Kenyon in the super chat. Fab 5 tractor trailer. Top 5 fatty. Rest in peace to Tractor Trailer, by the way. A lot of love for John Daly. The hefty lefty, Jared Lorenzen. That comes from Shane Daniel. He loves left-handers, man.
Yeah, he does.
He absolutely does. But yeah, a lot of number 1, Butterbean. Butterbean, I mean, you got to respect it too. Vince Wilfork getting some love. Kirby Puckett. He'll never be on a top 5 pieces of shit people.
Who?
Kirby Puckett.
What did he do?
Look it up.
Last time you made me look up something bad somebody did, it was that number 1 bad mom that like killed all 3 of her kids or something like that.
Yeah. He's a woman beater. Flat out.
Yeah.
So
You're a piece of
We
shit.
don't condone that.
no,
You're a piece of shit for that.
100%. Glaucoma was deserved in that transaction. What?
Glaucoma was deserved.
Fair. You reap what you sow.
You absolutely do.
Blind motherfucker. No, I'm sorry.
By the way, too, we did top 5 stripper names
We did
recently.
Yeah, we did.
Top 5 disappointments. I saw that in there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Country, Cecil Fielder.
Yeah.
Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder
Prince
getting
should
some
be
love.
up there. Absolutely.
Top man.
Nobody better. Pablo Sandoval better not. Fuck Pablo Sandoval.
Yeah, for life.
Remember when his
Angel
belt broke?
Pagan and Pablo's.
Remember when his belt broke though?
Yeah,
he
that
was so
funny.
fat.
He's funny, but CeCe Sabathia might be on my list.
Yeah, he was fat.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
CeCe was a dog.
Yeah.
Big Poppy.
When he got in the Baseball Hall of Fame, my son saw it, come over his phone or whatever, and so he looked at him and he's like, "Dad, he was fat." And I was like, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was dealing.
But he was dealing, man.
David Wells threw a perfect
Yep.
game,
Yeah.
Right.
hungover and a little
And
fat.
fat. Yeah.
Bartolo Colon.
Oh, Bartolo Colon's goated.
He's spoiler alert. He's going to be pretty high on my list.
Yeah,
me too.
Bartolo
And we
Colon.
could just get the clip of him hitting the home run ready.
yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, he's up there. for
That's like
sure.
a top 5 fat athlete moment ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
He be playing to his 40s too. He's like, well,
Yeah, he's
into his
probably
40s.
still playing
Yeah,
somewhere.
Like he was like 44 last time I checked. Like it's crazy.
Yes. No, it is very, very good. Spenny,
Yes.
you liking all the Pistons trade chatter firing up, man?
I do. I need to see it. Need a trade in here. You
That's
got to
a
bring
fact.
somebody.
I can almost guarantee they'll be involved in wherever Jimmy Butler goes.
Yep.
Or De'Aaron Fox.
Or De'Aaron
Yeah,
Fox.
or De'Aaron Fox.
Do you
D-Mac.
think that speeds it up? The fact that Jimmy Butler got suspended for the third time and walked out of
he's-
practice again.
They have to trade him. He's radioactive at this point.
I wonder, and I don't know, and maybe next time we talk to Rob Murphy, I'll ask. I wonder how much clout the Pistons have in terms of the trade stratosphere. Like, because now we talked about De'Aaron Fox. Now there's Jimmy Butler, who Miami is relenting on now, like their demands for him. Because what are you going to do? Keep him?
Right. You can't. He's radioactive.
So he's damaged goods.
They suspended him indefinitely now. So yeah, it's
Right.
bad.
So you're
It's
going to
bad.
sit there and take that, or like, how's it going to work? But D-Mac, I wonder, like Jimmy Butler, De'Aaron Fox, how much say do the Pistons have? Because they have to be the facilitator.
Right.
You know what? Like, you have to have them. So I like the Piston spot more and more by the minute.
Yeah, because they sort of dictate. And they're sort of just waiting to be the currency exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know,
The money launderer.
You're the bank.
Yeah.
You know, you're pretty much the mortgage deal. You're Mark White to the fact that like this house. Here you go.
the broker,
Hey,
yeah.
let me know when you're ready to make a deal. Here, just hit me up, and then phone rings and trades and goes, okay, what are we doing here, boys?
Yeah.
Oh, you need this, you need that. I think, the longer it goes, you bring up a great point. So whoever's in the market for Jimmy Butler sees the fact that he's suspended indefinitely or whatever. Okay, I'm going to hold out a little bit longer, right? Because the value to Miami goes down. They're just going to have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
That's it. And like I know, and I see it too, like in the Woodward Sports chat thread, because I heard this also. Alan W. There's word that Fox wants to go to the Spurs. They would have to give us Harrison Barnes to free up salary to be able to get Fox.
I'm a little out on him, but he wouldn't be a bad move. He's not what he used to be.
Yeah, can we get somebody other than Harrison Barnes?
But at the same time, like that's where your compensation goes up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing the favor there. And he's not like he's $18 million this year, which
It's
the
low
year's
risk.
half over.
Yeah.
And then he's got $19 million next year.
Yeah, it's low risk. You don't really have to give anything up. And I think that's the best part about the Pistons' position is that they're going to be able to probably get something for free or very, very low cost because they are the facilitator.
And Spenny, 80% from the line, 41.5% from three.
Yeah.
Do I have your attention now?
No, I mean, we need a ball handler.
He's a veteran.
We need a ball
Yeah.
handler. We need a guy, a secondary playmaker. We literally have Kate Cunningham, and that's it. That's the only person I'm comfortable with handling the ball on this team.
Lonzo and Barnes. And I'm getting draft picks.
I would love that.
Nah, that's a good trade deadline. Lonzo and Barnes, I'm with that. Absolutely.
And I'm getting compensated to
And
take
you're
it.
Yeah, exactly.
and
And
you're
draft
getting
picks.
picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These are all the avenues that are out there.
Yeah.
Like you go the CJ McCollum route where you have to, amp up the compensation, then you get a 20-plus point a game guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the financial commitment's a little longer. We'll get into it more a little more tomorrow.
Yeah.
When
When is it? Next Wednesday trade deadline?
Yeah, it's next week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How crazy is it that D-Mac, we're talking about the NBA trade deadline?
Right.
Did you have that one? Did you see that one coming?
No, I didn't.
Pistons 500. Like, it's a lot of stuff.
When's the NHL trade deadline? Is it March?
I'll look it up.
So
Yeah, no, it's
we get to do those shows, D-Mac.
Yeah.
Are you buying or selling? 313.
Right.
Which is, relevant to see where, and we'll find out. It's got to be what? I think it's like the
March 7th for the NHL.
first
Okay.
week of March.
So a month exactly from.
So that's the whole imperativeness. Back to the Red Wings talk is like you stay in the hunt. if you stay in the hunt right now, I'm thinking you're more of a buyer than a seller to get you over, depending on what it is. But we'll get into that because it goes to salary cap and all this other things of what they can afford. But there might be somebody out there. Or
has Stevie ever been a buyer at the
no,
deadline?
but the team's never been in a position to buy.
Yep.
Yeah, we got DeBrincat.
Oh, well,
But that was off season.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the deadline.
No, you've never been in a position to, like, you might say maybe last year or whatever, but you weren't in that position. You made
then the Larkin
your
thing
moves in the
happened,
offseason.
Makes sense.
DNC ENT, we can pretend all we want, but we aren't getting Keldon Johnson, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith of the deal. They're gonna go to Miami or Sacramento. We're in line for the Herders, the Harrison, the Barnes, and all that stuff.
The Pistons don't need that, though. Like, they're ahead of schedule, and if you want to gather more draft capital for the offseason to make a bigger move, you can do that. But the Pistons don't have to go out and get a big name. That's the benefit of them being a winning team right now.
No, absolutely not. And then there's a line that they could thread where they get in the play-in and keep their draft pick.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, like if you really want to walk that fine line, like that's out there as well. So, yeah, man, I mean,
they're in a good spot.
100% they are.
Yeah.
100% they are. So if it's going to go down, it's going to have to involve them. We'll get into the more this or that, what if this. We'll do that one a little more tomorrow. Tomorrow, too, we got the we'll get to that Amon-Ra St. Brown video where he's talking about Osama El Randell.
Osama El Randell.
Did I do that right?
That was pretty good.
Well, it's Randall Al.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to flow more.
Yeah. Osama El Randell.
That's fair.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was good enough.
It ain't got to be a issue. I just hate that Lions fans.
He took his time.
Yeah, they attaching drama to everybody that leaves. Some people just leave for a better opportunity. Well, yeah, but I mean that's fine. But
all right,
it's just how he did it. You know what I mean? It's like the breakup, and you know what? You were already out the door, like it was somebody like that.
Yeah, but what are you supposed to wait 2 weeks? Like I don't understand. Like
that you weren't fully here.
The sooner he's there, the better for him.
Again, Kellen Moore went to New Orleans yesterday to interview, and he's playing. They're playing in the Super Bowl.
He's checked out.
He's checked out clearly. I think if he comes up with a good play idea, I think he's not going to use it in the Super Bowl. I think he'll save it for the Saints.
Oh, absolutely. How can I get Derek Carr to throw this pass? Like
I like this play, and I think Derek Carr would run it better. So I'm not going to show anybody here in the Super Bowl. Hey, that's what the people were out there doing.
Better fit for this play.
I forgot about Planet Fitness, Spenny. I'm sorry, Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
That's right, man. Best gym in the gym game. I've been a member over 3 years. It's the gym for me. I believe it's the gym for you as well. Number one, $24.99 a month. Black card option, get you access to every Planet Fitness in Metro Detroit, every Planet Fitness in the world. You want to lift weights? Tons of weights. You want to do cardio? Tons of treadmills, stair steppers, ellipticals, all of it. You're not waiting or anything like that. You go, you use your stuff, and you get on about your way. Clean facilities to go take a shower. With that Black Card membership, you get all the Planet Fitness spa as well. Hydro, massage chairs, all of it. All of it. You can do everything that you got to do. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot on your way home. You'll pass a couple. Planet Fitness, don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Enough Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce here every Tuesday on Big D Energy, and Thursdays, that's tomorrow, Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that I trusted for 4 Stanley Cups. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here. Keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com. Call 248-426-9944.
All right, back at it. Final segment of the show. Burn in the Super Chat. I'm having fun, but imagine the rage if we lost the Super Bowl and then Ben Johnson joined the Bears the next day. Fans are being tame, to be honest. Well, because it's going to happen.
I just don't understand. How long is he supposed to wait before he took the job? Like, I don't get it.
Well, and again, the guy the Jags hired from the Buccaneers, that shows you.
Yeah.
Like,
got
things
rid of
move quick.
He spun the block quick. That shit is hilarious.
He's like, he agreed in principle to another deal with the Buccaneers to be the highest paid OC in football.
Yeah.
And then the Jags hit him back, and they're like, all right, we'll fire Trent Baalke. He's like, all right, I'm in.
It's so funny how that happened.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He hit the swerve. Whoa,
right,
real quick.
Whoa.
Real quick. We got an Ask DMAC here from Phil. DMAC, were you locked into a specific brand of skate, or did you, or whomever bought your support?
No, I tweeted back I wore skates what I wanted, Grafs or Bowers, depending on that. Got paid for helmet, skate, and sticks. So that was like Hespler, Innovative, Warrior, stuff like that. But the skates, no, wear whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Most comfortable, or because I wore Grafs and broke my foot, they wouldn't let me wear them, so I had to go to Bauer.
Okay, got it. How come you never wore white skates?
Sergey wouldn't let me, because those are for fast guys, and I wasn't fast enough. and plus, I can't wear anything white. Like, that's not allowed.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Fucking be dirty. They'd be dirty before I hit the ice.
Right.
What's that process like, by the way? Like say Warrior, for instance. How do they like call you, say, "Hey, man, we're thinking"?
No, it's usually like a relation. It's sort of like anything else. Is that like so they have reps and stuff like this, and throughout your time as you're trying stuff in junior or whatever, but in usually like training camp or off season, but you'd have somebody who'd, like, if they wanted your interest, right, like they'd sort of come to you, and then you did, like, whether it was a waste of time. So with Cowhead, Ron Sanko, who's our buddy for years, he was the Hesper guy when we were like in junior our first few years here, so rode him. Nick Perot, who's Sparty Dog, he's the Bauer rep. Mm-hmm. So it's like golf club reps and stuff like that. You develop a relationship, and then how it would work is different for everybody else. But I used to swap it out for like snowmobiles, ATVs, trips, something.
Toys.
It's toys. Yeah.
Real quick before we go, I just got to do this for Terrell Lamar, because he's refusing to believe something that is
don't you hate that? Somebody asks you, tell me how
Googleable
is
and
Vaki
very easily provable. And here it is about Sion Vaki. And Sion Vaki was nominated as the special teams alternate for the Detroit Lions in the 2025 Pro Bowl. So he almost made the Pro Bowl. Vaki was the top Lions special teams player in terms of tackle and votes. Vaki was the Lions' top special teams player in terms of tackles. Vaki was the Lions' additional special teamer on the Pro Bowl fan ballot. Vaki was a core special teams player for the Lions during his rookie season. He led the Lions teams in tackles with 8 during the season. He also forced a fumble during the season. So there it is. His Pro Football Focus grade was 90, which is the 10th highest grade in the league. So quite literally, all you had to do was Google it. You haven't seen it for yourself? Then Google it. Like, don't just sit, nope, not true. Nope, not there. Google it.
Deuces.
Yes. Terrell Lamar, he normally better than this.
Nothing on him. He's a valued member of the chat.
Yeah, he normally.
But, like, come on, man. Just Google it.
Don't ignore reality. Well, see you later.